Nancy Pelosi is continuing to pat herself on the back and puff up her own ego because nobody else will. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said Sunday that she thinks of herself as a master legislator and that she felt it necessary to remain in her leadership role after Hillary Clinton lost the 2016 presidential election because she was the only senior woman in government. All right, let's pause. So first things first, this is now the, 9th time she's made this exact point. I'm a master legislator. It sounds more like Trump than a Democrat, doesn't it? I am a master legislator. I'm tremendous. I'm unbelievable. Believe me. I mean, that does sound like some shit Trump would say. This is Nancy Pelosi. I'm a master legislator. And then the very next point is, well, I mean, look, the only reason I'm staying in power here is because I'm the only senior woman in government. Hide behind it. Hide behind diversity. McFeminism all day long. Sure, I do a terrible job, and I haven't gotten anything through that the Democratic base actually wants and the American people want, but I'm the only woman in government, so you can't criticize me or else you're sexist. That's the implication. Same thing that they use against Hillary Clinton. Oh, you know, all you Bernie bros who ended up voting for Jill Stein, another woman, you're somehow sexist for not supporting the female candidate Hillary Clinton. It's arguments that are used by people who don't have any arguments. And it actually is, it hurts feminism because then when there's a case of sexism that really happens in the real world, people roll their eyes and go, right, that's sexist. Just like when people are against Nancy Pelosi and you say it's sexist. She continues, I am a master legislator. I just love it, she told the Washington Post in an interview. I consider myself a weaver. Like, I have a loom, and I bring all these different threads together. Pelosi has considered stepping down from House leadership prior to the 2016 election, but ultimately decided against it after Clinton's loss to President Trump. She has said that her decision was based on her belief that her experience would be needed in the GOP-controlled Congress. Some Democrats, like Representative Seth Moulton and Linda Sanchez, have recently called for Pelosi to step down and have questioned her ability to effectively lead the caucus under the Trump administration. But the minority leader remains one of the Democratic Party's most prolific fundraisers. And she told the Post that she is ready to shepherd the party into the 2018 midterm elections when Democrats are hoping to capitalize on Trump's dwindling approval ratings to win back Republican-held seats in the House. All right, let me pause again. Again, the main argument she goes to. I'm one of the most prolific fundraisers. Maybe that's the fucking problem, Nancy. Because who are you raising money from? You're not raising money from Bob and Steve and Jennifer and Barbara, just regular folks in the middle of the country who want to make sure you improve their lives. What you're doing is you're raising money from Wall Street and Big Pharma. You're raising money from big money donors. That's the problem, is that you raise money from them and the Democratic Party has to do their bidding. That's the problem. The problem is corruption. But you say, what am I going to do? I mean, this is the only way to... This is the system we have, so I'm one of the most prolific fundraisers, so I'm the best in this system. But the problem is this system. You don't want to change that system because that's how you rose to the top. In this shitty, disgusting system that needs reform the day before yesterday. So again, they use one of the worst things about her and pretend it's the best thing about her. I'm a great fundraiser. I sell out better than anybody else here. That's the problem. Okay, and finally, she said she is trying to keep Democrats focused on an economic message of better jobs, better wages, better future heading into 2018, and that the party will have to stay disciplined if it wants to retake the House. So the discipline point means, hey, shut up and fall in line. I'm the leader here. I'm setting the message, and if you don't repeat that message, the problem is you. Wrong, Nancy. The problem is you and your terrible messaging. You want people to be disciplined on that message? Quote, better jobs, better wages, better future. What does that mean? That sounds a lot like Hillary Clinton's platitudes and cliches that got her nowhere. Stronger together and break down the barriers. Which barriers? What bill are you talking about? What does stronger together mean? What does that mean? What policies are a part of that? You don't say that, and you don't say that on purpose. Because you don't want to actually have to commit to policies that'll help people, because that might make your donors mad. So you say shit like, better jobs, better wages, better future. What? Oh, really? So please show me the Better Jobs Act of 2017 that you've proposed. That doesn't exist. Show me the Better Future Act. These are all vague fucking terms that don't mean anything. Your style of politics is stuck in like 1952, Nancy. People are done with that bullshit. I don't know if you've heard of millennials, but they like care about facts and research and actually having a vision for the future. If you were serious about, doing real progressive reform, you would say our slogan is Medicare for all, living wage, free college. You don't say that because you're not in favor of those things. She literally is not for Medicare for all. Over 80% of the Democratic Party is for Medicare for all. You want to continue to be a leader in the Democratic Party, but disagree with 80% of your own fucking party. So how about no? You're not going to be a leader. You shouldn't be a leader. You're in no position to be a leader because you don't even agree with the people who you're supposed to represent. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And then, Hillary Clinton, these people, I don't think they realize or care that they're tanking the Democratic Party and bolstering monsters. Monsters. The only way guys like Trump can win is when their opponents are people like Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton. If the Democrats did even a half-decent job, there's no way guys like Trump can win. Because of their hubris and their corruption, they're dragging down the entire country.